Hello and Shabbat Shalom to you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday entering Shabbat. Hope it's a wonderful day so far for you. And that as this afternoon creeps into sundown and Shabbat, we will be able to be together and celebrate our 25 hours of a little bit of paradise as the rabbis deemed Shabbat. This week we read the awesome Torah portion of Ekev. Here it says, over here on the screen, it is continuing the 37-day long speech from Moses to the Israelites in the book of Deuteronomy, in the book of Devarim, and it is really fabulous Torah portion. It talks about the Shivat Amenim, the seven sort of natural occurrences that happen in the land of Israel, which is pretty cool, which we'll talk about maybe a little bit tomorrow morning. I want to mention specifically, though, this week's Torah portion has the second paragraph in the Shema. The Shema actually, like the Shema prayer, Shema Israel, has three different paragraphs in it, actually. The Reform movement does for sure and has done the first paragraph, which is Ve'ahavta, which we know, which we actually talked about last week, which talks about the first paragraph of the Shema. This week we talk about the second paragraph. There's a third paragraph. There are three in total. Interesting, the Reform movement has never adopted the second paragraph. So the paragraph that occurs in this week's Torah portion does not appear anywhere in Reform liturgy, believe it or not. So for a while, the Reform movement was utilizing only the first paragraph and half of the third paragraph, which is the Leman Tiskeru. That section is the second half of the third paragraph. Now in our prayer book, there are in certain sections parts, a couple of page options where you can do the full third paragraph. So now in our prayer book, in our Siddur, there is the full first paragraph, the full third paragraph, and still no second paragraph. Some believe because there's a connection and more of a theme to Messiah and Messianic concepts, and that the Reform movement really is not rooted in those concepts. And so on this Shabbat, I would like for us to do a little quest, if you wish to, and that is to examine perhaps the third paragraph of the second paragraph of the Shema. Again, we have in our liturgy first and third, but this week's Torah portion, Ekev, has the second paragraph, and it is not in our liturgy. And so again, it talks about this messianic concept and this idea of the Messiah, and if there is a Messiah, if there is one person who's the Messiah, is there a collective messianic age or period? And so what that means as we step more and more forward into thinking about that larger concept, all in this week's Torah portion. So again, your quiz is to check out the full version of the Shema. By the way, the conservative movement and any part of the Orthodox movement does the full Shema. So if you grew up conservative, you had the full Shema. If you have access to a conservative prayer book, then the full Shema is in there. And lastly, if you have interest in this and want to talk about it with me, I would love to chat with you about this mysterious mid-paragraph. So I look forward to our chat. Come and chat with me about Ekev and the mysterious second paragraph of the Shema. Have a lovely Shabbat. See you soon, 6:30, and then tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for our Torah study, where we will be discussing that mysterious paragraph. Shabbat Shalom. See you soon.